DJI Mavic Air 2S is most likely to be out this month. The latest drone from DJI might be the drone that you had been waiting for, especially with an upgrade feature from DJI Air 2, and that could have actually saved me a lot of trouble in this kind of situation. So that was a scary experience. I could have actually killed off my drone within the couple of weeks of actually getting it about a year ago. But the latest feature in DJI Air 2S, that could have actually been prevented, and you want to watch this teaser that's just out yesterday. So that was teaser for DJI Air 2S, and yes, we already have filing in the US FCC. So basically, the release is imminent. This is a label that was filled with US FCC. So the name in the label, you can see it's DJI Air 2S. Mavic has been stripped off, taken off the name, just like Mini 2. They're gonna keep it short and simple, DJI Air 2S. The battery capacity will be 3,500 mAh, so it's exactly the same as Mavic Air 2. It's gonna have 35 minutes of flight time. However, in my experience, it gives me about 30 minutes of flight time in total. But that means I can actually take off this drone about twice per battery. So one thing to note about DJI Air 2S is that it's 2S, it's not 3, it's not like a huge upgrade from DJI Air 2, but it's just Air 2S. So it's gonna have just some upgrades, but they're a very important feature. And the first feature that I want to talk about is DJI AirSense. So you guys can see in this teaser again that it's gonna have ADS-B receiver. It's a feature that gathers flight data sent automatically from nearby aircraft with ADS-B transmitters. And the feature analyzes to detect potential collision risks and alert users well in advance through the DJI mobile app. So right now, as it stands, only DJI Air 2 in the US region have that system. In the international version, I don't have it. However, if teaser means anything, then all the Air 2S devices will have this ADS-B system. Next is camera quality. Previously, Ozita LB, which is a very popular Twitter that actually leaks out the DJI news, he was implying that upcoming Air 2S might be having Sony IMX686 sensor capable of taking 64 megapixel photos, 4K at 60 frames per second video, and with a sensor that size of 1/1/7. But the teaser shows 1-inch lens, so that's gonna be an incredible upgrade if that's really true, because DJI Air 2, it only has 1/2-inch sensor and 48 megapixel camera. So yeah, that's gonna be a huge upgrade. Even though I really do like Mavic Air 2 camera, except the color, I kind of prefer more vibrant color, but maybe not everyone likes their color saturated like me. And another new feature that we could see in the teaser is that it may have sensors here. Look again, yes. So right now it has front sensor, back sensor, and bottom sensor, but not the side sensor. That's why I made that mistake in my last video where I actually mistakenly thought I broke my Mavic Air 2, but I realized, you know, there was a function where you can actually stop the drone moving sideways because it doesn't have obstacle avoidance here. So as we can see in the teaser, I think Mavic Air 2 still doesn't have the side sensor, but it will have the top sensors, which means if something is above the drone, then at least it can warn the pilot. So having the 2 extra sensors is going to be a lot safer for the pilot so that it doesn't kill off the drone from head up like how I almost did, you know. Another feature that people are curious about is whether the new drone will have OcuSync 3.0, which was released with DJI FPV. However, one thing to note is DJI FPV is much faster drone. It relies on pilot to have the goggles, so it needs to have a lot more efficient latency so the pilot can manage the drone a lot better than some of these, more cinematic drones. So we're not quite sure whether it will actually have OcuSync 3.0 or not. However, if it does have OcuSync in the 3.0, then this drone may be a lot more fun with DJI goggles. So now we know the key features. How about the price? So I'm just gonna relook at the price of DJI Mavic Air 2, and right now the single drone is $799 and Fly Mode Combo is $988. However, I definitely recommend you, if you get any drones or devices from DJI, it's always best to get it with a Carefresh. I don't have smart controller, but Carefresh is definitely something that will give you a lot of peace of mind. But it's gonna raise the price to about $1,000. So I would expect that the latest drone might be a little bit more expensive or at the price level of DJI Air 2. And hopefully DJI Air 2, the price will come down for this device. So then when do we expect to see this new drone? Well, last time DJI Air 2 was released, that was 27th of April 2020. So we're expecting sometime at the end of April this year. So it'd be pretty exciting. I'm not sure whether it would be worth an upgrade from Air 2. However, if you have Mini 2, you like it, but you want some bigger, sturdier drone with even better camera quality, then that's something that you can totally think about. Because right now I have Mavic Mini as well as Mavic Air 2. And actually, to be honest, I do use Air 2 a lot more than Mini. And I'll definitely come back with other interesting updates on the tech as well as some gadget reviews. I do have a camera that I'm going to explore with and probably let you guys know very soon. So please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and see you.